After Consensus 2025, PI Network unveils bold vision for Google Cloud, Visa partnerships could power next-gen mobile crypto. Imagine PiCoin powering seamless global payments with Visa's network and scaling dApps on Google's cutting-edge cloud. With 47 million plus KYC'd users and PI domains launching, but we're talking Google Cloud, Visa partnerships, and a Pi 2-day announcement that has the entire Web3 community buzzing. If you're holding Pi or thinking about it, you absolutely cannot miss what I'm about to reveal. So Pioneer, what are your thoughts on these potential game-changing partnerships? Are you as excited as I am about the possibilities ahead? I want to hear from every single one of you in the comments below. Let's first greet and welcoming all Pi Pioneers from every corner of the globe. This is exactly where you need to be right now, because the news I'm sharing today could be the turning point we've all been waiting for. Pioneer, this is not my word, because as you see on this verified website, all about Google Cloud, Visa partnerships could power next-gen mobile crypto. Whether you're watching from the United States, India, Nigeria, Philippines, South Africa, Papua New Guinea, Kenya, or anywhere else on this beautiful planet, you can join our community by subscribing and ring notification bell so you never miss an update. Also, comment Pi Network to the moon along with your country name to see our worldwide Pi family unite. I'm Nathan as usual, and in the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through Pi Network's game-changing appearance at the most prestigious crypto conference of the year. You're going to discover why tech giants and payment leaders are suddenly paying attention to our mobile mining revolution. Plus, I'll reveal the explosive speculation surrounding Pi 2 Day on June 28th that has everyone talking. Stay until the end because I'm saving the most mind-blowing details for last. Let's now get started. Picture this scene. Consensus 2025, the most anticipated blockchain conference of the year, filled with industry titans, crypto legends, and the brightest minds in Web3. Among all the flashy presentations and billion-dollar announcements, Pi Network stepped onto the stage and created ripples that are still spreading through the entire crypto ecosystem. This wasn't just another conference appearance. This was Pi Network announcing they're ready to play in the big leagues. The atmosphere was electric when Pi's representatives began outlining a vision that goes far beyond anything we've seen from mobile mining platforms. They weren't talking about incremental updates or minor improvements. They were painting a picture of fundamental transformation, hinting at partnerships that could put PiCoin in the pockets of millions of everyday users worldwide. Let's talk about what sent shockwaves through the developer community first. Pi Network revealed they're exploring ways to leverage Google Cloud's enterprise-grade infrastructure to power scalable decentralized applications within their ecosystem. Think about what this means for a moment. Google Cloud doesn't just host websites. It's the backbone that supports some of the world's most demanding applications, handling billions of transactions and serving millions of users simultaneously. Pi Network's vision here is crystal clear. They want to provide developers with the same enterprise-level tools and infrastructure that power Fortune 500 companies. This isn't about building simple apps anymore. We're talking about creating robust, reliable services that can handle Pi's massive user base without breaking a sweat. The goal is enabling faster innovation, more stable applications, and the kind of user experience that mainstream audiences expect from their digital services. But that was just the warm-up act. The real showstopper came when Pi Network's team outlined their intent to integrate PiCoin directly into Visa's global payment network. Let that sink in for a moment. Visa processes transactions at over 80 million merchant locations worldwide. They handle more than 150 billion transactions annually, moving trillions of dollars across their network every single year. If Pi Network successfully partners with Visa, we're not talking about crypto staying in the crypto world anymore. We're talking about seamless crypto-powered transactions at your local grocery store, your favorite restaurant, online shopping platforms, and virtually anywhere you can use a Visa card today. This could be the bridge that finally connects blockchain technology with everyday commerce, making PiCoin as easy to spend as the money in your bank account. Here's what makes these potential partnerships so compelling from a business perspective. Pi Network isn't approaching these negotiations as a small startup hoping for a lucky break. They're coming to the table with over 47 million KYC verified users, making them one of the largest decentralized networks by active user base in the entire blockchain space. These aren't just app downloads or casual signups. These are real people who have gone through identity verification, demonstrated genuine engagement with the platform, and represent a massive untapped market for both Google Cloud services and Visa payment solutions. When you're Visa or Google Cloud looking at ways to engage with Web3 at scale, 47 million verified users represents serious opportunity. Now we need to talk about June 28th, because Pi2 Day 2025 is shaping up to be unlike anything we've seen before. Traditionally, Pi2 Day has been a celebration of community milestones and project updates. But this year, with the hints dropped at Consensus 2025, the entire Pi ecosystem is buzzing with speculation about what could be unveiled. Community members and industry analysts are theorizing about several game-changing announcements that could emerge on Pi2 Day. The official launch of Visa-powered Pi payment solutions could finally give pioneers a way to spend their Pi in the real world. We might see the deployment of the first Pi-powered decentralized applications running on Google Cloud infrastructure, demonstrating the kind of performance and reliability that mainstream users demand. There's also intense speculation about a detailed roadmap for scaling Pi's mainnet and ecosystem, potentially addressing the technical questions that have surrounded the project's transition from mobile mining to full blockchain implementation. The long-awaited Pi domain system could also make its debut, promising to simplify Web3 identity and navigation in ways that make blockchain technology as user-friendly as traditional internet browsing. What makes these developments particularly significant is the broader context of where the crypto industry stands right now. Regulators worldwide are finally providing clearer frameworks around stablecoins, digital assets, and blockchain-based payments. This regulatory clarity is creating opportunities for legitimate blockchain projects to integrate with traditional financial infrastructure in ways that weren't possible just a few years ago. Visa has already demonstrated their commitment to the crypto sector, offering payment solutions for stablecoins and other digital assets through various pilot programs and partnerships. Meanwhile, Google Cloud has emerged as the leading infrastructure provider for blockchain ecosystems, supporting major networks like Solana, Ethereum, and numerous other Web3 projects. Pi Network's potential entry into this elite group represents validation of their technology and vision at the highest levels of the industry. What struck me most about Pi Network's presentation at Consensus 2025 was how confidently they've evolved beyond their origins as a mobile mining platform. The team is clearly positioning Pi as a comprehensive blockchain ecosystem capable of supporting real-world commerce, sophisticated applications, and mainstream user adoption. As one Pi Network spokesperson put it perfectly, this is about building bridges. We're focused on creating practical, everyday applications of blockchain technology that can be used by millions of people, not just crypto insiders. This philosophy represents a fundamental shift in how we think about cryptocurrency adoption. Instead of expecting mainstream users to learn complex crypto concepts and navigate unfamiliar interfaces, Pi Network is building solutions that meet people where they are, using familiar brands and established infrastructure to make blockchain technology invisible to the end user. Critics rightfully point out that partnership discussions don't always translate into actual partnerships, and the Pi community needs to see concrete deliverables before declaring victory. But the mere fact that Pi Network is having these conversations with companies of this caliber represents a massive validation of their approach and potential. As we count down to Pi2 Day, the crypto world will be watching closely. If Pi Network can successfully announce and demonstrate working partnerships with Visa and Google Cloud, it could mark one of the most significant moments in mobile-first crypto innovation and potentially set the standard for how blockchain projects integrate with mainstream technology and financial infrastructure. The reaction from the Pi network community has been nothing short of extraordinary. Social media platforms are buzzing with discussions about what these partnerships could mean for Pi's long-term value proposition. Seasoned blockchain analysts are taking notice, with many suggesting that Pi Network's approach to mainstream integration could become a blueprint for other crypto projects seeking real-world adoption. What's particularly fascinating is how these developments align with broader market trends. The crypto industry has been searching for that elusive bridge between innovative blockchain technology and practical everyday use cases. The rumors that are absolutely electrifying community forums and social media channels center around one possibility that could change everything: a potential Binance listing for PiCoin. Now, I need to be crystal clear here that no official confirmation has come from either Pi Network or Binance, but the speculation is based on more than just wishful thinking. Advocates argue that June 28th would provide the perfect symbolic timing for such a high-profile announcement, combining the mathematical significance of 2 Pi Day with the kind of major exchange listing that could provide an immediate liquidity boost and attract waves of new investors. A Binance listing wouldn't just be another exchange addition, it would represent validation from one of the world's most respected cryptocurrency platforms, and could restore much of the confidence that has been eroded over recent weeks. From a technical perspective, the current consolidation pattern we're seeing in PiCoin presents both opportunities and risks that make June 28th even more critical. The price is currently holding within a narrow range that reflects both underlying weakness and market indecision. If Pi can maintain support at the crucial 54-cent level and break through the resistance barrier at 56 cents, we could see rapid movement toward 58 cents, or even challenge the 60-cent mark. Technical indicators like the Relative Strength Index and Moving Average Convergence Divergence are showing tentative signs of recovery. But these signals need confirmation through stronger volume and sustained buying interest. However, the bearish scenario is equally important to consider. If the price slips below the critical 0.52 support level, the next support levels could be at 0.50 or potentially even lower, which would likely trigger stop-loss orders and create a cascade of selling pressure. Beyond the speculation about exchange listings, June 28th could also mark significant developments in Pi Network's expanding ecosystem. Historically, the Pi team has strategically used meaningful dates to introduce major features like blockchain domains, decentralized applications such as Fruity Pi, or substantial improvements to the Pi browser. Any announcements that expand Pi's utility or enhance the underlying technology could provide the fundamental basis for sustained price recovery that goes beyond temporary speculation-driven pumps. The community is particularly watching for updates that could demonstrate real-world adoption and practical use cases that justify Pi's ambitious market capitalization. What many traditional analysts miss when evaluating Pi Network is the unprecedented strength of its community-driven foundation. Unlike most cryptocurrencies that rely primarily on speculative trading, Pi has built a network of millions of engaged users worldwide who are emotionally and financially invested in the project's success. This community aspect becomes particularly powerful during symbolic moments like 2 Pi Day, where collective enthusiasm and coordinated action can create momentum that extends far beyond typical market dynamics. The question isn't whether the community will rally around June 28th, it's whether that rally will coincide with substantive developments that can sustain long-term growth. The timing of June 28th also comes at a fascinating moment in the broader cryptocurrency market cycle. While Pi has been struggling with its specific challenges, the overall crypto landscape is experiencing its own volatility and uncertainty. This creates both risks and opportunities. Negative market sentiment could dampen any positive Pi developments, but alternatively, strong Pi-specific news could help the token outperform during a period when investors are looking for projects with solid fundamentals and engaged communities. The contrast between Pi's current struggles and its massive community base creates a dynamic tension that could resolve dramatically on June 28th. What makes this June 28th situation even more intriguing is the strategic timing from multiple perspectives. The Pi development team has consistently demonstrated their understanding of symbolic moments and community psychology. They've previously aligned major announcements with meaningful dates, creating a pattern that suggests June 28th could indeed be planned as a pivotal moment. The mathematical elegance of 2 Pi Day provides the perfect backdrop for announcements that could reshape public perception of the project. This isn't just about picking a random date for marketing purposes, it's about leveraging the deep connection between Pi Network's mathematical foundation and its community identity. Let's examine what a successful June 28th could look like for Pi Network and its holders. If the rumored Binance listing materializes, we could see immediate trading volume increases that dwarf the current 95.1 million daily volume. Pi Network's potential partnerships with Google Cloud and Visa represent exactly the kind of mainstream validation that the entire crypto space has been working toward. The timing couldn't be more perfect either. With regulatory frameworks becoming clearer and traditional financial institutions showing increased openness to digital asset integration, Pi Network is positioning itself at the forefront of what could be the next major wave of crypto adoption. The fact that they're doing this while maintaining their mobile-first, user-friendly approach makes it even more compelling. Let's dive deeper into what the Google Cloud partnership could mean from a technical perspective. Pi Network has always faced questions about scalability and infrastructure as their user base grew exponentially. With over 47 million verified users, the technical demands on their network are enormous. Google Cloud's enterprise-grade infrastructure could be the solution that allows Pi to scale seamlessly from millions to potentially hundreds of millions of users. The infrastructure requirements for supporting a global payment network integrated with Visa are staggering. We're talking about the ability to process thousands of transactions per second, maintain 99.9% uptime, and provide the kind of security and reliability that financial institutions demand. Google Cloud has proven capabilities in all these areas, supporting some of the world's largest applications and services. This isn't just about hosting websites or simple applications anymore. Pi Network is positioning itself to compete with established financial technology platforms, and that requires infrastructure that can match the performance expectations of modern consumers who are accustomed to instant, seamless digital experiences. One aspect that hasn't received enough attention is Pi Network's plans for their domain system. The introduction of Pi domains represents a fundamental shift in how users interact with Web3 applications and services. Instead of dealing with complex wallet addresses and confusing blockchain terminology, users could simply navigate to easy-to-remember Pi domains, just like visiting any website today. This domain system could be the key to making blockchain technology truly accessible to mainstream users. Imagine being able to send Pi to someone using a simple domain name instead of a long, cryptographic address, or accessing decentralized applications by typing in a familiar domain rather than navigating through complex Web3 interfaces. This level of user experience improvement could be what finally brings blockchain technology to the masses. The potential economic implications of Pi Network's vision extend far beyond the crypto community. If successful, these partnerships could demonstrate how blockchain technology can enhance rather than disrupt existing financial infrastructure. The integration with Visa's network could provide millions of merchants with access to a new customer base while offering Pi users unprecedented spending opportunities. For developing economies where traditional banking infrastructure is limited, Pi Network's mobile-first approach combined with Visa's global reach could provide financial services access to previously underserved populations. The combination of smartphone accessibility and established payment networks could leapfrog traditional banking limitations in ways that benefit both merchants and consumers. That's the incredible story unfolding right now with Pi Network Pioneers. The countdown to June 28th has officially begun, and the anticipation is building like never before. What are your thoughts on these potential game-changing partnerships? Are you as excited as I am about the possibilities ahead? I want to hear from every single one of you in the comments below. If this comprehensive analysis of Pi Network's bold vision helped you understand what's really happening behind the scenes, smash that like button and let's get this video trending. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell because the next few weeks are going to be absolutely crucial for Pi Network, and you won't want to miss a single update. Until next time, keep believing in the vision, keep supporting the ecosystem, and let's see what history PI Today 2025 will make. This has been your comprehensive Pi Network update, and I'll see you in the next video with more breaking news from the world of Pi.